So let's go ahead and kick things off. So we have a question for each of you to address, and that is really, what has surprised you the most about the past year? Jane, would you like to take that first?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Good morning, everybody. And boy, that was a data-packed presentation we just saw, and incredible information. I'm excited to hopefully get that in a PowerPoint so I can kind of dive into it and learn a little bit more. You know, I think in the last year, I guess what I will talk more about is the incredible collaboration that took place amongst the business community, the nonprofit community, the public sector, to basically rally and do whatever was possible to get us through the last couple of years. And so that was everything from, you know, responding to calls for PPE, to setting up vaccine clinics, to getting signs on buses, to free rides to your vaccine appointment, like everything. That it was sort of one of those moments of all hands on deck, and the way the people of this community responded was pretty incredible. And, you know, as a global company, we sort of see what's happening around the world. And, you know, honestly, I could not be more proud of the giving, the collaboration, the all hands on deck, just the fortitude of this region over the last 2 years. So that, I guess that's mine.
Great. Debbie, would you like to go next?
Sure, thanks. I guess for me, the real surprise, of course, came 2 years ago at this time. Who would have thought that we would be doing all this on Zoom and doing everything that was just mentioned that we all managed to do? So I don't think that the last year surprised me all that much, but I will say of note, just to echo what was just said, an incredible amount of affirming that what we're capable of in times of need and crisis as a community. And I certainly saw that amongst my peers and colleagues in the nonprofit community-based organization world. Just a tremendous heart, people doing more with not enough, and really stepping up in ways that they hadn't been before, and the stretch required for that, you know, on all of our parts. I think that was of note in the past year for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Lewis, looking back on the past year, what has surprised you the most?
I didn't anticipate, first of all, that the pandemic would be extended as long as it was. And then to be on this side of it, and it appears that we are on the other side of it now and moving forward. And, you know, to see how everyone came together, there was definitely some challenges and some chaos and some confusion, but to have come together in a way that allowed us to get through it, where some were impacted more negatively than others, but we got through it. And I do think that we're on the other side of it. And I'm surprised that, you know, we are still doing as well as we are, given the circumstances that we were faced with overall.
Yeah, I know we all definitely hope we're on the other side of it. So I definitely agree with you on that. Matt, share with us. Yeah.
We're going to claim that.
Matt, your thoughts on the past year?
Yeah, I think I agree with everyone here on kind of both the surprise on how long it's taken. I think we all thought we might be back in the office last year, and we're even preparing for that. I think other surprises are really around the push for continued innovation. You know I was surprised when I was working at Facebook and all of a sudden I was working at Meta. So, you know, and the big focus towards innovation, towards the metaverse. And so I think that, you know, things are changing, and the pandemic and other things really kind of affected how we look at work now and how we move forward with innovation. And, you know, that affects everybody in the community where we live. And so I think, that was probably a big shock to me, but I think, I'm looking forward to that recovery that's coming. That's just around the corner. I'm looking forward to getting back into the office and seeing others in the community where I live.
Great. Ed, your biggest surprise?
Yeah, I guess this whole situation pushed people in the game business to be even more creative about how we work. I think there was a feeling that everybody needed to be together in a room to be creative. And once we were pushed to deal with the situation, it turns out that isn't necessarily the case. And there's new tools being created. Of course, Zoom is one that we're on, but more sophisticated tools for creating virtual offices and having people work together. And that are coming, and some of which are coming out of the game business, just like Slack, for example, was created by a game company. So I think we're going to continue to see innovation in sort of virtual work that's going to come out of this. And mostly, I guess I'm just really impressed with the adaptability of people, both in our business, but just in general. I mean, we've all moved to sort of virtual living. I mean, people, ordering things online and trying to support our local businesses best we can.